What I'm going to do first of all, I'm making these medallions of veal in this sort of redcurrant and port sort of reduction-y sauce. It sounds very posh and grand. It's actually very, very easy to do. The first thing of all to do is I've got some veal stock, fresh veal stock. You can buy veal stock from your butcher, but it is very easy to make veal stock. And all the cuttings, all the bits and pieces that have been cut off, the loin and the fillet, have been thrown in there as well. And for about an hour and a half, I've cooked it down, all that flavour concentrating down, until it becomes sort of, if you have a look here, sort of rather more syrupy. It's very, very concentrated flavour. So after all that's been cooked, what I'm going to do is take that. You know, you can give all the offcuts to your dogs or whatever, but actually it's not going to be used for this dish, so you've got that sitting there. So that is that, all done. Now the next stage, I'm just going to do this in here, I think.
Tom, would you describe this as a seasonal recipe?
Well, it does seem rather wintry, actually, the whole thing with all, all this rich jellies and the pork, but actually it's incredibly light, and like Mark was talking about, the roe deer has such a light flavour,
yeah.
and the pepper lifts it up. So here we go, pepper here. Very, very, you just get a pestle and mortar and grind up all your peppercorns so you've got a nice little thing here. Now, I want small bits here, so I'm going to go 4, 1. So, with the medallions, they're actually pretty dainty. This is the opposite of my usual style of cooking, but it's a very dainty little thing here. I'm going to go, and they're going to cook very, very quickly indeed. So, 2 in there, come on. 3, and I'd say that 4 actually was not, 4 is a small main course for a hungry man, I'd say. Maybe a starter, but anyway, again, so I'm learning to be very delicate in my cooking. All you have to do, these are actually tiny, tiny.
Oh, you're obviously following some obscure diet, the venison diet.
The venison diet. Now this recipe comes from the great Alistair Little, and along with Rowley Lee and Simon Hopkinson, these 3 men were very, very important in the development of British food in the 80s. Anyway, what I'm going to do is grab a bit of butter. Now this butter's going to go in, a little whacker. And it's going to be quite hot, this pan, so what you want to do, this is a trick, there we go, you don't want it to burn, so put a bit of olive oil in. And there we go.
And what does that actually do, the olive oil?
As far as I've been told, it brings down the temperature of the thing, so it means that the butter doesn't burn. Now these really are exceptionally delicate. Actually, I'm quite amazed myself that I'm cooking something quite so delicate. So that 1, 2, 3, 4. Literally, at this thing, I'm going to give it about 10 seconds aside. You do not want to overcook this. It's too good. So then, what I did, I'm just going to wash my hands. Health and safety, Matthew.
Okay.
Okay. 1 over, bang, over, bang, over. You're talking 10 seconds, and then it's going to be literally as far as it's gone and oot.
And you're just sealing it on each side, then?
It's just really sealing it. I'm going to take it out, and it's going to rest. It's so small. So here we go again. Out. Out. Okay, take that one bit of bread there, and there he goes. Okay, so we have these little beautiful things.